Well, you know how in the last episode we were 13 normally? It might have actually been 15 points from safety at one point, but we are now 3 points from safety, and best of all, we've got a game in hand. Hello, welcome to Club 2, Part 4 of the Globe Explorer. Coming up in today's episode, we do have our championship fixtures against Blackburn, and our second match of the episode will be against Bolton, which I do believe that is our game in hand, and obviously, if we win both games, will take us outside the relegation places because form, as seen, far better. But I mean, it's far better than what we were hoping for when we started life with West Brom. Obviously, started life with West Brom, not nice at all. Then, as we got outside of the transfer window, picked up a win against Sheffield United. Obviously, that was prior to the last episode. Then obviously last episode we got the draw against Hull and the win against Bristol City. Since then, 4 wins out of possible 5. So that's not too bad. We picked up a 3-0 win over Birmingham. Unfortunate 1-0 defeat to QPR. Then since then, a 3-0 win over Charlton, a 6-1 win over Burnley, who are fourth in the table, and a 2-1 win over Crystal Palace, who are also in the playoffs, and Charlton are in and around the playoffs. So it's not like they're against rubbish teams; they're against decent teams. So this is the league table at the moment. We are currently 22nd after 38 games played. Obviously, 3 points behind Luton, but we do have a game in hand on them, which is very good. We've got 2 games in hand on to Sheffield United. So that's going to be quite an interesting battle for who gets to stay in the championship for another year. I reckon if we carry on winning, I don't see a reason why we can't stay up. And if we keep beating teams like Burnley and Crystal Palace, I'm sorry, but Blackburn and Bolton are just they're not in the same level as them. So in goal we've got Panda, who I presume I don't think he played in the previous episode. He might have played one game, but he's come in absolutely brilliant. 2 clean sheets. He's probably single-handedly probably going to keep us in the championship for another season, and maybe on to bigger and better things after that. Then in the back four, we've got Dante, Kiyombo, Gilchrist, and Abbott. Merritt at the base of the midfield, and ahead of him, we've got Price and Richards. Vidovic out on the left. Cummings, who's been absolutely top class in past recent games. Just take a look at his form. In the past 5 games, he's had a goal assist, 2 goals and assists. Didn't get anything against QPR, but he's been on fire. I mean, once you get 1 win or a couple wins, the players bring confidence, and that only comes to good things. Then we've got Jordan Beggs up front, who has finally found the back of the net since joining on loan from Tottenham Hotspur. Still, I think he is still technically out of contract. He is a player I wouldn't mind trying to sign, because I think probably channel forward might be the way to go for this system. I don't think a central forward really works, or we haven't found a decent one, because what's his name? Dumbia hasn't really done a lot since we've switched to this channel for a role. I think he is probably one of a few players that might potentially be offloaded in the summer. But 10 minutes into the game, Blackburn do have the first set piece of the match, and hopefully they don't score from it. We do header it clear, and thankfully the Blackburn shot is well over the top of the crossbar, but it's not been a great start, to be honest. Blackburn having 3 shots, 1 on target. We've just had our first shot on goal, not on target, unfortunately, but Abbott has got the ball. They're back to Abbott, now to American. Abbott plays it back to Gilchrist. Let's try and get the ball upfield if we can. Dante, who has requested, well, he's gonna be leaving the club at the end of his contract. Jake Richards with the ball. He is left-footed, but that's a great strike from, I think it was Merrill or Price. I don't know which one it was, but a decent effort from long range, but unfortunately couldn't quite find the back of it. If we can create a few more chances like that, I reckon we could probably go on and win this game, possibly get a few goals, then we'll figure out what point situation we're going to be on soon. I wouldn't mind Birmingham to these. I know they're below us, but I could do with bigger Birmingham and Blackpool squandering any points they get given. But what are Luton doing? Luton are still on 40 points. I presume they are drawing their game. That's even if are they even playing? I don't know. Don't know if they're playing, but I presume they are still drawing. So a draw here will be a decent result. If Luton can lose, that would be even better. But I think we do need to pick up at least a win here. Then obviously the game against Bolton, the game in hand. I think it's a game in hand. That might be a little bit of a guess, but the game against Bolton, absolute must win. This is, I think, every game if we want to survive is a must win. Southampton are drawing 2-2 with Blackpool. Southampton are top of the league, by the way. I think Blackpool are very lucky to be drawing 2-2. We've given the ball away, and Tyjon has got the ball. Now to ball. Kone, can we just get the ball, please? Gilchrist does clear it away just about, but only straight to Ferdinand, and we've given away a penalty. But last time, Panda has actually saved a penalty for us, so I'm feeling quite not confident. But Tyjon steps up. Panda does start the right direction, but unfortunately couldn't quite keep it out. That's a little bit unfortunate. Half an hour left to go. We are going to make a couple of changes. I think Price makes way for... We'll get on Longstaff, and we'll just put him into the defensive midfield role. And I think Dante also makes way for Elo. And I think final change will be Cummings coming off for Paul Young. That'll be the final changes for now. Obviously, half an hour left to go. Let's drop a little bit of encouragement just in the hope we can find an equalising goal, because I don't think we deserve to be losing. Don't know what the situation is with Luton and the teams below us. Obviously, if Luton are losing, that is all good, but we kind of need to get at least a point today if we do want to have some hope by the end of the season. Ano has got the ball, finds Beggs, he's through, he's one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and he does put it over. The goalkeeper, I think he managed to get fingertips on the ball. I didn't see a deflection, but we did win the corner. It didn't lead to much. Abbott throws the ball into the box. Beggs tried to get on the end of it, but couldn't quite couldn't quite make contact with the ball. Mera now to Vidovic with the strike. That was it's so close, but yet so far. I feel like we're gonna get a goal at some point. It's just a matter of time, and we are running out of time. We are gonna make another change. I think Camera also comes on for Vidovic, and I think the other change will be, I think we'll get on Pedersen for Abbott, switch up the fullbacks for a little bit more fresh players. I think balance. Shall we still balance? I don't know if we move up to positive. I feel like that's a very, very risky move to make. But the ball is on the R end. Paul Young has picked up fantastically. Kamara now to Longstaff. Pedersen has got the ball. He's got players lurking in the middle. Camera with the header. That's the equaliser. And we are 1-1 level. Back on level terms with probably about 10 minutes left to go. I suspect there will be about 2 or 3 minutes additional time. And Longstaff has got the ball. Can he do something? He's not really got anyone to pass it to. Imagine if we can get a goal. That would be absolutely lovely. Mera has got the ball. Can he put the ball into the box? Pedersen with the strike. We've got a penalty. We don't. Richards with the strike. I did think Camera got fouled, but I think the referee probably decided to play advantage. He could have pulled it back for the penalty, but yeah, it's quite unfortunate. But a couple minutes left to go. What's the league table looking like? What's it looking like? Luton are losing. I think Luton are losing. So if we can beat Bolton in our next game, that will see us out of the relegation zone, which totally, when I first came here, I was probably ready to admit defeat and probably thought we were going to be playing League One football next year. But no, we've got a very good chance of staying up. And I like to think we can, because obviously Bolton and Cardiff, two very easy games. So I do just want to check: is that our game in hand? I feel like it is. That is. They're not playing. No, that is Bolton is the game in hand. So long story short, if we beat Bolton in our next game, we climb out of the relegation places. The lineup for our match against Cardiff. I know I did say Bolton was going to be the next game, but Bolton unfortunately got postponed due to it falling in the international break. Don't know why it was there in the first place, but that had to get rearranged. So we're playing Cardiff now. So the lineup will be Pando in goal, a back four of Abbott, Gilchrist, Kiyembo, and Dante. Mera at the base of the midfield, and ahead of him we've got Price and Richards. Cummings on the right hand side, Vidovic on the left, then we've got Josh Beggs. Josh Beggs, I feel like I've got his name was. Jordan Beggs up front. Come on, lads, let's hopefully get a win, and obviously a win here won't theoretically, it might take us out of the relegation, so it might not, but obviously a win here would be lovely. I'm not sure how good Cardiff realistically are, because obviously in real life they're in League One. Obviously they'll get promoted first time of asking, I'm sure, but this game I think they are mid-table in the Championship, so they're a decent side. However, to compare that to our team, how decent are they? We are matching formations with them. What they do without possession, pretty much basically the same. 4-3 in and out of possession. Cummings has got the ball, plays a lovely ball through to Beggs. Oh, he tries to find the runner, Vidovic, and nearly got there. If that pass had found Vidovic, I think he's probably through a goal all day long. Unfortunately, Beto has put the ball into the back of the net to make it 1-0. And it is a goal for Cardiff. I thought it was going to be disallowed, but I do have one question. What is Beto doing playing in the Championship? Okay, he's 35. It looks like he's still got decent stats, but why is he in the Championship? He should be at least on the bench for a Premier League side, not playing in the Championship. That's a little unfair, that is. Gore has got the ball. I thought we fouled someone there, but thankfully we do get the block in, and it is a corner ball to Cardiff. Hasn't been a great start by all means, but I'm sure we'll grow into the game similar to the last game. I'm sure we will get a few more chances, and Pandor, he is very lucky. Punched the ball straight to a Cardiff player, and thankfully the Cardiff player did put the ball well over the top of the crossbar. 20 minutes into the game, we do have a corner ball. Jake Richards is going to play it short to Vidovic. Now to Richards again. Vidovic, Cummings, that is beautiful football. And Jordan Cummings puts the ball into the back of the net to make it 1-0. Why? Why is that disallowed? Why? He was offside. I'm leaning towards Vidovic. He was closest to the goal line, so I think he must have been the culprit. But that is very unfortunate. A goal we thoroughly deserve, because it was just some great build-up play, but just a little bit unfortunate about the offside. But hopefully that's a sign of things to come. Hopefully there's a goal pretty imminent. Jordan Beggsy has got the ball, goes inside. Richards, Cummings finally puts the ball into the back of there, and that goal is going to count. We are back on level terms with 15 minutes left to go of the first half of our Championship match against Cardiff. But at the moment, with that point, that does leave us still 22nd, 2 points behind Luton, who I don't think we have them left to play. If we do, that'd be a big game. But I don't think we face them again. So that's slightly frustrating if we do. I haven't really seen who our remaining fixtures are. Dante plays a lovely ball to Richards. He puts the ball across goal. Somehow nobody gets a flick on it, and it does go out for a West Bromwich, which was very, very good. I mean, looking at the stats, we look so good, so good. 8 shots, 5 on target. I feel like this has got to be the game. I know we can win this game. It's just whether or not we can put the ball into the back of the net to find our second goal of the game. I thought we were going to make an interception there. It looked like we were, but unfortunately the highlight does peter out. I think we'll give it another 10 minutes and we'll make our first couple changes of the game. Cummings absolutely shattered along with Price and Kiyumbo. I think those be the first three players that probably will come off. I think we'll probably leave Kiyumbo on for a little longer because I don't want to make too many changes. So certainly not in the back anyway, but hopefully we can just hold on for as long as possible. Then in the 90th minute, bang, then we get our second goal. That's the plan, ideally. Cummings is going to make way for Young, and I think Price also makes way for Daniel Kelly, making his return from injury, so he can drop. Yeah, he can drop back into a defensive mid, then America move forward into the central midfield role. 1-0 with 30 minutes left to go. Let's drop a little bit of encouragement because I feel like we haven't created that. I don't think we've created any chances at all this second half. So I feel like the draw might be the right result. What are Luton doing at the moment? They're still drawing as it stands. They're drawing with Sheffield Wednesday. I think a goal obviously will take us outside of the relegation zone. Regarding Luton, still only get a point, or if they can lose, that would be even better because that will just narrow the gap to just 1 point. List has got the ball and Andy Irving has unfortunately put the ball into the back of net to make it 2-1. We are going to move to a positive mentality with 15 minutes left to go. And I think we'll probably make a couple more changes as well. Kiyumbo is going to make way for Medina, who's another player who's going to be leaving at the end of his contract, which expires next season. So I expect him to leave in the summer. Then Camera is also going to come on for Vidovic. 15 minutes left to go. Come on, I still feel like there's possibly one more goal in this game I'm hoping for. What's going on with Luton? Luton still drawing 0-0. Having said that, Sheffield Wednesday have got a goal. I mean, it means nothing because we're losing at the same time. If we were to grab a late equaliser, it will reduce the gap back to 1 point, which would be absolutely lovely. It's not going to happen. That's a little unfortunate. Hopefully it's not a sign of things to come in this run-in where we're going to lose every game, but hopefully it's just a little blip back to winning ways with a win against Bolton. Hopefully, because that Bolton match, 100% a must-win now. Obviously, if we do win that game, we can go 1 point clear of Luton. Should they not be playing? I think, I think that's the only. There might be a few matches, but that's really the only match that affects the relegation fight. So a win against Bolton, and we're outside the relegation places. Obviously, if we've lost all the matches, next episode is going to be fun. So I will see you all in the next episode, where hopefully we stand a really good chance of securing ourselves another season in the Championship, but hopefully we get the wins against Watford and Millwall. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more Daily Football Manager videos, and thank you very much for watching.